What's going on, everybody? So today is Saturday. I'm about to do my market analysis, getting ready for Sunday on what to look for. So I'm starting off with GBP Swiss franc, and I'm about to do a top-down analysis on what to look for, see what each time frame is doing, so I know what I'm looking for in the market. All right, so let's get started. Let's do it. All right. So, what we can see here on the monthly, we have price has been in a downtrend, right? Making lower lows, lower highs, and now for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for like the past couple of months, we've been having price respect this area right here. So what that tells me is price might be ready to go to the upside. Look, we had a rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, closed, rejection back in this box, rejection back in this box, rejection back in this box. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm going to put this up here where the most recent retracement was located. So now what I'm doing is I'm getting a range. So I know that this box here represents my monthly range. All right. So price has been ranging. And when I look at this, this is still it's still in a downtrend. I want you guys to realize that even when we have this going on right here, right, it still is in a downtrend. But it's a possibility that GBP Swiss franc can go all the way back and tap the touch of the top of this range, and this range is over 1,000 pips. I want y'all to realize that this range is over 1,000 pips. So I'm gonna make this visible only on the monthly time frame. All right. All right, so boom, we got this available on the monthly. Actually, I'm gonna leave it on the monthly and the weekly so I can go to the time frame, so to the lower time frame, and see what's going on. So we know that the monthly is currently down, right? So the monthly, we know that we are in a downtrend. If I run my fibs from low to high, all right, there's also a chance that price can come back to the 61.8, which is the golden level. Let's keep that in mind. So price can come back to this area where we have our moving average here, our 20 moving average. So price always tends to come back to this moving average. Also, price can come back and respect this trend line. So I'm going to I'll make this available on all time frames. and I'm gonna call this my monthly trend line. All right, so I know that this is my monthly trend line. There's a chance that price can come back here to this area. Very, very high, very, very high probability. And it can continue going bearish, right? It can continue to go bearish. So that's a setup that we definitely can look at. This area is a strong area. Now, uh-oh. Now, if price breaks and goes all the way back up to the zone, now we have a different scenario. Now we have a scenario where we can expect a pullback and then expect a newer high to be formed. So right now, since my analysis is currently a retrace off this trend line here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the lower time frame. So let's go to the weekly. Give me 1 second. All right, now I'm on the weekly time frame, and as we can see, the weekly has been going down, up and 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 down. So now we got the weekly that's currently in this range. It broke the demand. I mean, it broke this demand, did a fake out, came back in and consolidated since April in this range. So this whole time, GBP Swiss franc has been in this range. All right. So this was the last area it came back and retraced. Okay. And then it pulled back. Right. Really didn't pull back to no real true market structure. So it's been ranging for the past few months. So I know that the weekly is also down. Cool. All right. Let's go to the daily. All right. So now that I'm looking at the daily time frame, I noticed that price came up, price came down, price consolidated, right? Consolidated here, made this bullish move to the upside, came back down and formed these lows. So this was like a break right here. But when I look at this I like to look at the 3 days too, by the way. But when I look at the 3-day chart, what the 3-day chart is telling me is price broke. Peep this, right? Price came down, came up, came down, and it made these new highs. price came down, came up, and pulled back right here, and it's still in this range, right? We still got this in this, it's still in this weird range, but this shift of momentum right here broke this level of structure right here, right? So this is where, price, this is where the price just came and just broke through, and it never really made a low. It came back, up here, pulled back, and then it went up. So I just want to see something real quick. We got rejection off the 179, and it came all the way back down. All right, so until it breaks, because this was a pull, but this was a breaker structure here. It came up here, pulled back. It didn't make a low though. That's my only thing. It did not form a low or a lower low. No, it didn't form a low. Yeah, a low or a lower low before it decided it wanted to break through. But this was the last retracement right here before it made this drop. So if it would have came up right here, then I would have been like, all right, it's not valid. Like, I mean, it's still valid, but because it broke this high, the daily is still the daily is now in an uptrend. That's how I'm seeing it, because this was the last retracement. This broke market structure, and normally you would look for a retrace, and then you will look to catch the move going back down, but it didn't do that, right? So when I see market structure break and pull back, is a bearish engulfing candle, and I don't see that here. So price did not engulf here. It did not engulf. It did not engulf. It was kind of engulfing, but didn't close below the wick. And this, it wasn't just the type of counter that I was looking for. And as you can see, price just continue to go back higher. And it made this new high. So this right here, it would be the price, the area that it needs to break on the daily, right? This will be where price, and I'm gonna show y'all, this is where y'all want to make notes. All right, this is our daily range right here. Boom. So we also have a daily range, right? So I'm gonna put this, let's see, this is my daily range. Take this off. This is our daily range right here. All right, so I also see we have an engulfing on the daily. So price came down here, respected this demand, closed, next day came out super bullish, closed, and now it's currently testing this daily demand that we have. And not currently testing this daily demand, but It's currently retesting price action off this area that we'll see on the lower time frame. So if we go to the daily, yeah, this looks beautiful. So put this down to the wick right here. All right. And let's go to the 3-day, and let's make this a little bit smaller. Right. So that's perfect. That's our daily range. So let's see how big our daily range is. Just the daily range is 405 pips. So if you would have sold this from up here to down here, that's 405 pips. That's crazy. All right, so we looked at the 3-day and we looked at the daily. Let's go look at the 4-hour. All right, so, right, we got this daily range right here. Now, the 4-hour was clearly going in a downtrend. You could have caught so many moves. Oh my goodness, you could have caught so many moves. Wow. So you could have caught this pullback, boom, caught this pullback, boom. Could have also caught this pullback from this double top, tested perfectly, caught the sell all the way down. Yeah, I slept on this trade. All right, but now let's look at current price action. So price, so boom, this is what we currently looking like. Price broke market structure. All right. So price broke market structure. I'm gonna run my fibs on the 4-hour from low to high. All right. And right now, I don't see a price action signal to get in just yet. I'm gonna be looking anywhere in this area here for a potential buy. All right. I'm gonna change the color of this box to like a green, because green stands for money. All right. So anywhere in here, I'm gonna be looking for a potential buy. This looks really clean. It looks like price can come back and retest this area right here. And so if this happens, and price comes down here, this can be your first area to take profit. And you can also swing it back up to this box up here. All right. Only if you get the price action signal. Now I'm about to also put this here. That's the 4-hour supply. Um, right? So we know we got the 4-hour supply right here. We have the buy zone here. And we have demand. So we know we got our 4-hour supply here. Got our daily demand and our daily supply. All right. And then let's go to the monthly. Let me change this. We have our monthly supply. Shoot. And we know we got our monthly demand right in here. So let me update this. So we have weekly down, daily up, 4-hour up. Perfect. So that's how you do a top-down analysis, guys. Now, the last thing that I'm going to do on here is throw in my quarter points because those are areas of importance. All right. So black, the first price quarter point will be 1.3. That on the right. We have one, two. Wow, it's right on the 1.2 quarter point. That's crazy. We got the 1.2 major. And I'm gonna lock these lines. I'm gonna lock these lines right here. All right, boom. I'll also put the 1.225, 125. I'm sorry. That's gonna be the minor half quarter. I'm gonna move this price to the left and style. And make it a red. See what color I want to make this. Doesn't matter. I make it a purple. Now I need to make it a brighter color. Let me do that. I'll make it like an orange. Yeah, that looks cool. All right. Let me get rid of this fib. Actually, I'm gonna make this red because you're halfway in the middle. Boom. All right. And oops, orange, orange. Let's see. And the reason why I love quarter points is because banks get in at whole numbers. So the banks would rather get in at 1.2 or 1.3. Notice how it closed below 1.3 at the end of the month. Banks would rather get in at whole numbers, right? Psychological levels than getting in at 1.20045. They'd rather just get in at a whole number to make their lives easier. And it also helps us gauge a range as well. So the last quarter would be 1.275. And so now we got our quarter points in place. We know that from 1.25, I meant from 1.2, excuse me, from 1.2 to 1.3 is 1,000 pips. So from here all the way down to here was 1,000 pips. I also put some more quarter points down here as well. We have put them on here. Let's see, coordinates 1.175. Yep. And then we have one, so 1.15. Yep. It's red. And then we also have 1.125. Might as well go all the way. Might as well. One major. All right, so I don't even need. Oops. Sorry. I don't even need that. I just need to know where my majors are at. I don't want to clutter up the chart too much. So now I have a 2,000 total pip range with these quarter points in alignment with my analysis. All right. Let's see. Like this. This. That. Make sure all of these are locked. All right. So I think we are done here. I have my top-down analysis. I have my monthly, right? Monthly supply, monthly demand. Got go to our weekly. I do need to do my weekly supply. Let's do that. Be in this area right here. Let's see. I make it purple. Right? Weekly supply. Everything is in a range. Weekly range, monthly range. So make this a little bit smaller. Weekly supply, weekly demand, monthly supply, monthly demand. Let's go to the daily. Actually, my daily supply would be right here. right? So yeah, now our daily supply be right here because we had this rejection. Had this push down, this rejection. So we got so many options, right? So many options. So weekly supply, weekly demand, daily supply. You got a daily demand down here as well. I just want to see something real quick. Don't want to cause too much confusion. So yeah, you got a daily supply and you got a daily demand and a weekly demand down here. All right, let's go to the 4 hour. So you got a major 4 hour supply up here. Right? You got a major 4 hour supply right here, followed by a daily supply, daily demand, and this green zone is our buy zone. Boom. That should only be visible 4 hour. All right, all right, all right. We are done with this markup. I'll make this smaller. Yeah, make it 10. All right, so I ain't gonna lie to you, price helped that this trend line too. But I don't always like trend lines because just because this trend line breaks right here doesn't mean that price is gonna sell all the way back down. Now price can break this trend line, retest, come back down in this buy zone, and break the trend line. And so let me see if I can draw it. So price can do something like this, right? Come in this buy zone, and then we going right back up here again. Um, so since this is the move that broke all this structure, right? It broke this area, and that area. The 4 hour is definitely uh, a buy. It's in a buy area. Well, buy or upward trend, an uptrend. I'm sorry. This is late. It's 12:33, so it's kind of late. So I'm gonna run my fibs from here to here, right? And currently, let's look at it on 30-minute real quick. Let's see. Let's see. We got because we do have a bullish pin bar right here. Let's look at the 30 minutes. Ah, so we do have a 30-minute engulfing Price might actually GBP Swiss franc, as crazy as it might sound, it might be ready to buy from right here. We got a 50% engulfing here. Because to be truth be told, this is sorry. This area here is this whole high that pulled back right here. So that is really our buy zone as well. So let me make sure my fibs are ran perfectly. I like to make sure, let's see, I like to make sure that my fibs are lined up as nicely as possible. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Now, this is what I do also see. I also see lower lows being formed. So you have to be careful. Let's look at this on an even lower time frame, right? We have to wait. We have to wait and see how this closes. I mean, how this opens. Go to the 5 minute. Yeah. But when you look at this on the 4 hour, it just looks like it made this clean rejection. So we need to wait. If the 4 hour, if we have another engulfing 4 hour, like if there's another 4 hour engulfing that closes, above this candle right here, like a 4 hour engulfing, we can expect price. We can expect price to go back to the 1.2 major quarter point for sure. Actually, this would be a good area to take profit as well. Take profit one if it gives you the engulfing 60 pips, right? The next area can be here, 94 pips. And the next area, you got 184 pip move. That's only if it gives you, the next candle gives you the bullish engulfing. This can also be a wick fill. Let's keep that in mind. This can be a wick fill. So the next candle can open and it can just continue going lower. The reason why I say I think it might go lower is because this 4 hour don't have much confluence. Well, let me look at it again. Let me delete this buy zone. I just want y'all to see where the buy zone is. We already know what that it is. So let's look and see if at this 50%, do we have enough confluence to say that this potentially can go the other way starting tomorrow? Well, let's see. Let's wait. Let's see. All right. All right. So we got some wicks here. Got a little area of rejection here. We got some rejection here as well. So there is a possibility. Um, so I'm gonna put a blue line here, and you got a lot of wicks right here too. This is the 7860. Right. So these areas are my areas of importance. These blue lines is where I'm looking to possibly get buys off of. It can if it doesn't buy off of this area, I'm gonna look for this area. We got this previous um this previous high that got broken here. So it hasn't even came all the way down here. And plus, the more confluence that we have, the better off, or I would say the higher the probability of our trade. So let's see, I'm gonna do wick to wick. I'm a wick to wick guy. So I'm gonna do it just like that. And who's to say that it might come all the way back down to this demand? You know, it can come all the way back to this demand too. So let's keep our eye on it. We'll know. So we'll know what we're looking for. Um, I'm gonna type this. So so what I'm gonna be looking for is a 4 hour engulfing candle, which I haven't seen yet. Haven't saw that yet on this pullback, and a 30 hour. I mean, a 30. I said a 30 hour. I'm so sleepy. 30 minute break and retest with an engulfing. I meant to put a plus here. Break and retest. So let's say if you have a 4 hour bullish engulfing, I'm gonna go to the 30-minute time frame and see if it already made the pullback, and then get in on the next 30-minute engulfing or 15-minute engulfing. Um, so this is an engulfing candle, by the way. So let's keep that in mind. Um, so yeah, it might want to go up from right here. We have to gauge this out and see. But this is definitely an engulfing. So let's see also on the lower time frame. Let's see, we can look at the fine details, right? It did break this little lower high right here, right? So if we see price pull back here, right? And we see like this engulfing candle, even on the 5 minute, that might give us a slight indication that price is ready to go back up from here, right here, to be honest. So that's my analysis. I'm looking for GBP buys, unless 4-hour market structure gets broken. So as you can see, I gave y'all the possibilities, the setups, what to look for. Y'all stay tuned. I'm excited for this week.